Lean in, hold fast, the tide won't wait. The dog ran off, but the cat holds weight. No sword was drawn, no flag was cast, just silence cold and vision vast. He leaned on back, the screen went dim. A chair, a chart, no sign from him. No signal clear, no candle bright, just quiet posts in dead of night. Lean in, hold fast, the fuse runs low. The shorts reload, but they don't know. No speech, no roar, no call to arms, just steady hands and subtle charms. They blocked the trade, they bent the floor. He showed no fear, just posted more. The Ferris smiled, the white declared, we're done when I say cold and prepared. Lean in, hold fast, don't sell the tale. They wrote him off, they watched him fail, but numbers lie and silence speaks. The strongest hold is never weak. He set the stage, they missed the cues. First the overture, then came the fuse. A dog asleep, a gift not shared. The chair unmoved, the cat still stared. Lean in, hold fast, the bell still tolls for broken rules and borrowed roles. No date was named, no plan was shown, but someone waits upon the throne. Wake from your sleep.
All right, stop the music. All right, kind of washed the sleep out of my eyes and said, hey, market's up. Let me go live real quick. I'll explain. We're on the breakout of the Dorito, which is really cool. We have charts here. We have everything. All right, so this is a month-long run that we've been talking about for months and months and months. We knew this was coming. I drew a little illustration of how it should play out over the next year. We're going to be playing around in this Dorito of the Dorito. If you guys are not familiar with GameStop's bullish pennant, it's up and to the right. And we just keep walking up this golden road down here, this purple line. That's what we've been doing for a long time. So nothing's going to change off of that. And I'm just letting people know a breakout of like 2%, 59 cents, whatever it may be. These are all a running breakout over the last couple of days. The whole market is pumped for what GameStop is. Market could come back down. GameStop doesn't really reset. People don't know this part because they're not paying attention to institutional longs, right? The more institutional longs you have, the stronger your stock is. This is something that's been gaining strength based off of fundamentals in the last 4.5 years. You know, the squeeze, the sneeze, this whole run here back in 2021, it was really tough because institutions weren't believing in the valuations that GameStop was getting. right? Like everyone's in it and it's at a $20 billion market cap and it doesn't warrant that at the time. But the business has transitioned and the movement has never stopped and we never sold. Yes, they said forget about GameStop. Yes, it came out with movies and everything else. You guys know the whole deal. But right here, last year, the same time frame, exactly a year ago, you saw GameStop find its strength, find its leg, find its institution because we sold 140 million shares at the same current price point that you see right now. So everyone's flat, everyone's flush. Now here comes in the Royal Bank of Canada. Now here comes in Goldman Sachs. Here comes in all the players, right, of private banking and of institutional buying. So now people have waited this long where they stretched it out. And yes, there's an arbitrage trade here for the bondholders of these senior convertible notes, and everyone gets to get in on one side or the other. But remember, there's a plus side. Everybody bought in at $29.85 on those senior notes at 0% interest, meaning you're still below that right now. So there's a lot of reasons to go ahead and do the due diligence, do the homework on this trade, and understand GameStop's only trading at 2.6 times book. And they say, wait a minute, most companies trade at 5 to 10. GameStop's not. Yet they're profitable, and there's new business, and there's just a lot there for GameStop. And, of course, the treasury being backed by Bitcoin. That's another issue. So if everyone's playing out GameStop for what it's really worth and what it's really doing, we have talked about this for months, if not years, about this transition and this pivot. And then, of course, the run that we're having right now. So this is the monthly chart, and it looks healthy. It looks strong, and all the headlines in the world to come out. Now, I know people want to pay attention to macro environments. Like, what are the Trump tariffs, and they're lessening that, and there's a Trump trade, and there's an agreement with China, and there's other things that are coming into play. Remember, I invest past the tariffs. I invest past the distractions. So I don't care about Trump trade. I don't care about the tariffs being announced. That's for the whole market to fluctuate and to offset what GameStop is. The collateral is their longs, and their longs are getting eaten alive. So they need to pump them as long as GameStop's going to pump. That's the difference here. I'm reading the chat, and as far as, your boy lamp on, lamp off, trades goes, yeah, I know he's live, guys. He was live the other day. Doesn't matter to me. The guy's a thief. I don't know how anyone could watch someone who knowingly pumps stock and information after they've been paid. Like, they really said, I get paid to pump a stock and promote it to my people, and they all lost money. Like that, I don't understand how you could still live with yourself. Well, I do know. You become a drug addict and you become who you are on TV, or on YouTube. Good luck, man. It's just not me. But I don't want to focus on what they're doing and what other people do. I focus on what we're doing. We're rational in an irrational world. Thank you for that, Amber. The other part is I did put in a buy order this morning. Rolled out of bed, put in a buy order. You guys saw it. I'm sitting there. I probably have more money invested than most of those guys. I have almost $30,000 of GameStop, which is a good number for me, considering all things that I'm up against. 29,411, which is pretty good. So there's my update. I never shy away from it. Up almost $4,000, 15%. Yeah, I could be higher. There could be opportunity costs. I could also lost money going in other investments. I haven't never lost a dollar I ever put in GameStop, and I'm at right here 1027. You'll see it. It's all here. The whole thing's here. So if you guys ever want to see what you have in there you go. And I never stop, and I can't stop because I won't stop. It's GameStop, right? And here's $30 a day, just going. Just do what you can. $30 the other day, yesterday. It just never stops. I just keep going with the same investment. $30, $30. I'll tell you what it looks like after 4.5 years when you're sitting there with $30,000. People, tell you it's not real. I was looking at something. I don't want to get so far off base here. I I'm waking up right now in front of you, like my voice. I usually, when I'm come live, I already have it all in there. I'm ready to go. But I didn't consume anything. I was up late last night, and here's what happened. I just tell you guys my story as you guys watch the chart. It was my first Monday I've had off in a year almost. I usually don't have Mondays off. And so I went live with you guys yesterday for hours, and then it was over, and it was Monday, and it was my nephew. He has a baseball game. It's my one nephew that I go hang out with, and I said, man, I'm going to this game, because I've always wanted an uncle who supported me in everything I do, and I've never had that. I never had, and I have uncles, guys. I mean, my dad has 10, 12 brothers and sisters. My mother, there's tons of uncles and aunts in this world. I had one guy who was pretty cool with me. One of my uncles, he's pretty cool. But me, I'm the only uncle. So it's like, yo, this is my only uncle. I roll through, man. I make sure I'm there, and I'm cheering. It's baseball, and these kids are terrible, and you're just like, come on, get the ball, throw the ball, whatever. I'm hanging out. But I'm so happy that I got to go to that baseball game last night and be there with my family. That's what I did last night, I know people want me to start making a playlist and get all this music that Trove has and put in videos and make a playlist for the channel. I'd love to, guys. I just don't have the energy or the time right now to sit down. I mean, I have Connected Dots playlists I don't even make. So I was in traveling. I was in my wife's car. And I get the message, and it says, the Dallas Mavericks won the lottery, the NBA lottery. And right there, I'm like, dude, this thing is rigged, right? Sports are rigged. And it's so true if people only knew. They're there to distract you and push these stories, narratives to you. But this is the only way the Saints win the Super Bowl after Katrina happens. This is the only way the Patriots win the Super Bowl after 9/11, and New York Mets win the World Series. And, I mean, the list goes on and on of all the things that have ever happened. Patrick Ewing, they get the damn draft pick. You get all these guys to go to their hometowns, like LeBron. And, and I talked about all this in the video. You know what else I didn't take into consideration? Is like why certain things go viral and why things that don't. People don't know this, but I've never seen a video go viral on TikTok about GameStop. The two stories I saw go viral were wrong. Do you guys know who owns TikTok? Has anyone ever told you guys like who actually owns TikTok? Who's on the board of directors? I was there last night. I was up late last night, and I went to. It's called Hill House. Hill House Private Equity. This is after the baseball game, guys. Because I started thinking like, why don't videos go viral on TikTok? Like, why do they never go viral? Like, I'm telling you, I've put out some really good shit on TikTok. And I might have like 17,000 followers, something stupid, something small for TikTok. And the only one that ever went viral was the one Rico stole from me, by the way. But yeah, whatever, bro. Like, Marantz, you got to get over that. Never. The guy's a thief. Took all the info. I'll never let it go. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Okay, anyway. I'm closing out some windows here while I get everything ready. So, I didn't get to finish my DD last night. See? Where did that come from? Where did that update come from? Is there a window open I don't know about? No, they're all closed. Okay. I did not get to finish my DD last night. So let's go finish it. All right, so Hill House right here. I'm checking them out. And it says here worth $73 billion in 2021. In October of 2021, Hill House raised $18 billion in flagship private equity fund, breaking the previous record by KKR at $15 billion, Pan-Asian private equity raised in that same year. So they have these huge private equity funds that they were raising. And what do they do with the money? Well, if you guys don't know, Hill House went in there and bought. I'm reading really quick. Miniso? Oh man, this is why it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Holy shit. Guys, I love this company called Miniso Group Holdings, and I could never figure out why it was just pumping and dumping and never takes off. And they have like the best fundamentals. Look at this. Miniso in October 20 signed a strategic investment agreement with the Japanese-style retailer Miniso worth $1 billion. Oh my God. Miniso Group, oh, they're off my list. Private equity's in there. I had no idea. Oh man, that explains why they did that merger for like $900 million last year. Oh, Hill House. I'm done with you guys. General Atlantic. Okay. Don't worry, Hill House, they actually own TikTok. All right, let's see what else we got here. General Atlantic is ranked the 9th in private equity's international PE rankings. Okay, so it's the 9th biggest private equity firm. The firm was initially led by CEO Edwin Cohen. Wow, McKinsey and the boys. Okay, cool. I'm just reading. Joe and the Juice. No. And these guys are invested into TikTok as well. The 9th biggest one. Cool. Got it. Sequoia Capital. Now we all know they're TikTok. Yep. Notable successful investments include Apple, ByteDance. That's TikTok, by the way. So, yeah. You ever wonder why your GameStop stories don't go viral? Following the collapse of here, the FTC had backstopped Sequoia's $1 billion deposits in that bank. Well, now you know why. We knew that part. That's why they saved the banks, to save private equity. Good job, Joe Biden. Why did we help the market? To save private equity. What did Sequoia invest into? FTX in 2022? Not bad. Sequoia raised $600 million for a crypto fund. Awesome. Just paying attention to my little dots here. Oh, by the way, they bought Bitcoin. Or they bought TikTok. Okay, the next one's here is a Chinese investment firm in the offices of Hong Kong, Beijing, Silicon Valley, and Singapore. It's considered one of Chinese lead notable investment companies, such as they've done Alibaba, Ant Group, ByteDance, TikTok again. Cool. Not bad. State Street Corporation, Penn State Employees Retirement Fund, Taiwan Semiconductor Corp. These are their institutions. A pre-IPO investor in Alibaba, which is great. They have a SPAC. Held an IPO of a SPAC. Okay, cool. What's that? Retail company? Oh man, the House of Fashion. I'm just reading, guys. Don't worry about me. Okay, cool. All right, so just checking up on them. They own that. Cool. Says Kawana. The same shit. Own GameStop. Own TikTok. Oh yeah, they used to own GameStop, by the way. Black Monday. Cool. They had puts on it. The firm invested $5 million into ByteDance, parent company of TikTok, in 2012. The stake had represented 15%. Wow. It's valued over $15 billion on paper. So they put in $5 million. It's now worth $15 billion. Wouldn't you love to have that type of investment? Trump Media Tech Group. Wow. They're in on that too. Wow. Good job, guys. Jeffrey Yass. Remember we talked about him? You know who talked about Jeffrey Yass? The real DMT. He's a major investor in TikTok. After Yas and the U.S. president met in 2024, Trump went from supporting a ban on TikTok to opposing the ban. Of course he did. Of course he did. He's co-founded Susquehanna International. These guys are the dudes who did it. I'm reading. These are the dudes who own TikTok, guys. This is why no post about GameStop ever go viral. All right here. I'm just curious. All right. See, I just look for stuff that catches my eye. Because the last people that actually ended up doing it was KKR and SoftBank. So KKR absolutely owns TikTok. They're one of the largest investors in it. We know who KKR is. It's unfortunate. And they're at the Hudson Yards, by the way. We talked about that too. So here are the board of directors at ByteDance, and here are your investors. And KKR, Tiger Global, SoftBank, General Atlantic, all the guys I just showed you. SIG, which is Susquehanna, whatever. They literally, all of them are invested. They're all invested into TikTok. And guess what they all are? This is the whole network too right here. This is the whole setup. But they're all, on the other side of the trade of GameStop. So during 2020, they led ByteDance funding round that values it at $180 billion. It's now worth almost $300 billion, TikTok is. And it was Sequoia and KKR are the biggest private equity firms in that damn company. You guys want to know why you see what you see? Why you're buying AMC and why things go viral? Well, I know why. You can't fool me. Let's see what the GameStop website looks like. Top deals. Looks good. Let's see. Are we done with my cards? Are we ready to get them back? I want to know. I know they graded them. They're in assembly right now. They're putting them together. Almost done. Almost at QA, then ungraded, and then ready for pickup. I can't wait, bros. I want those sports cards. I want a 10 out of there, man. I want a 10 out of there. All right. Back to the chart. You guys think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I know exactly what's happening. Why certain videos go viral, why certain YouTubers and TikTokers hit the scene and they go viral instantly. It's pushed out by KKR. I'm not mistaken. Call of Duty took over GameStop Gamer Clan. It's a flag opportunity under profanity. Oh, GME is so suppressed. Oh, let me tell you, man. We were talking about it. It was myself and Jay. Jay writes messages. It's not that I'm not watching or listening. I'm always listening. But I just don't have time to text back right away. And he's like, Marantz, this is crime. I'm like, I know, man. Day off, Marantz streaming. Early. Today's going to be a good day. Yeah, I'm only streaming early because my nephew needs a ride to school. So has a late start, so I'm going to go pick him up like in an hour. And I'm going to take him, but I'm here with you guys. Boom Boom Candle song. Yeah, I don't know which song that is. I don't know what song. I didn't listen to them all. I was busy. Like I said, I was with my nephew. That 27 annoying is F. Correct. Here's your wake-up call. Theodot, like GameStop. I don't know what all that means, but I got you. Good morning, citizens. GameStop community, yeah. Hey, guys, you know what's crazy? You guys could all think like I'm just some like conspiracy theorist, but I had to battle last night with some lady at the park about how Katy Perry and the girls never went to the space. Oh, my God. What are you talking about? The lady looked me dead in the face and said, what do you mean we never landed on the moon? Another one. You're like 3 people in all week, man. This is the way, Braveheart. Yeah. I predict we're going to see crazy battle for 30. Sure. I don't know what I predicted. 7 billion now? Is that what you think? We're at 7 billion? Michael Pachter told us our investment was trash. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm up. We got tons of money. We got tons of things going. I mean, I could sell for like 30 grand. I wouldn't, but I could. All right, here's the weekly, guys. Our breakout is a little early, like it always is. Remember what I told you? Your breakout's about 3 months early before hitting the apex of the actual Dorito. So the Dorito was here. We had it. We had support. We found it, and we're almost there, but 3 months away. Boom, and we break out now. So that's right there. Just so that we're clear, this is August 12th, the very tip of the Dorito, and we broke out May 13th. Okay, now watch this. This tip of this one was August 16th, and we broke out May 3rd, 10th. Officially broke out the 10th. So, essentially 3 months away. 3 months away. It would be 3 months from here, from right here. Exactly 3 months before you hit the tip, you broke out. Then you had a massive, violent breakout. We're having the same breakout. I mean, look at all these green weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of green. Okay? Let me show you back down here. So if you go here, you curled up, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, went flat, 6, 7, 8, flat, 9, 10, 11. You had 11 weeks of breakout. And by that time, it's October. People are excited. It goes sideways a little bit, but then it breaks out even more. That's another triangle there. If you guys do not know that that's a triangle, I'll show it to you. This is the daily chart. But this right here is your triangle. You had a top side, you had support, you had the push. So you're actually pushing down. Really easy to see them once you know what you're looking for. I look for them all the time in other stocks. So you right here, you're pushing down against the roof here. And then as you have your support pushing up, you eventually break out. Boom. And then you'll find it again. You break out right here. Look at this one, right? This is perfect as day. Up here, these are bullish pennants. These are Doritos, guys. You're coming down. You got the top side pushing down. Right? And then you have... Oh, we can do it that way. It's fine. You have the support from way down here. Support's pushing here, and it breaks out. Massive breakout. So we're just looking for Doritos and Doritos, guys. Like a whole bag of Doritos, what you're looking for. And you're pushing up, boom, you break out, and that's what you have in a stock. So now here's the top side of it, and you have this long 5-year Dorito that we've been in. And within that Dorito of 5 years, you've had other Doritos. You have them right here. Here's one. And then here will be 2. We'll have them. I've seen other companies. I've seen other stocks. It's all the same. All right, here's weekly. So we're walking that line, guys. Is this a fake out before we actually keep going sideways? Can be. Can be the fake out. This can be a pump on a Tuesday. And then, come by Friday, they take all the options out of you. They burn off all that data. And you see this whole market get corrected down. Because it's absolutely not as strong as people think. This push up. I look at a company. Let's go look at Lilly. So I want to show you guys something here on the daily. So here's a company that had their death cross. Okay. So once they had their death cross in December of 24, they pushed down all the way to 725 from a one-time high of 969. So way up here to way down here, they lost 20%. They then had this fake out breakout all the way back to the top again just to fall even further. So they didn't go as high, and then they went lower. So now, as you're pushing up and you act like you're having a breakout, again, a rebound, you're falling down. This is pumping down. This is classic stair-stepping, just walking down. So if they can't hold these levels, they're going to fall apart. They're going to fall apart. They'll fall down even further than 677. Why do I look at companies like this? This is a company that once had $1 trillion market cap. That one, Netflix, and Costco are the 3 companies that I pay attention to outside of the S&P Mag 7, right? So this one's still detached from reality, just pumping to the sky with, I don't understand it. It's 20 times book. It's massive. It's Netflix. There we go. Netflix, Marantz. Okay. Well, it is. But it's getting crazy evals. And I look at that, and then I go to Costco. So these are companies that if you're going to measure and you're going to compare them to each other. This is how the market's staying afloat and staying flat up at the top. Right here with companies like this. They touch down the 50-day moving average. Great buying opportunity, 898, somewhere in that range. Fell down. Everyone started buying it again. Boom. We're back up. We're going to test. This is your Dorito territory, guys. Find the top. It'll come down. Believe it. I've seen it. So you come here. You're pushing down. If this is where we're at right now, you'll find some support from down here out of nowhere, and it'll apex around like 950 and then break out and go to the top side. I have seen this happen before way down here back in 2023 when I did a rather large buy. I ended up buying like $20,000 worth. And boom. And by the way, that $20,000 is $47,000 right now, something to that effect. So not bad. And that's a whole separate trade, another account that I have, and it worked out. So you're here, boom, you pull the trigger, and it goes because it's the same rinse and repeat. You have the same action happening right now. You have the top side pushing down, bottom side, and then it'll break out. Is it truly going to get up to 1076? It should. The whole market is pumping. It should get there, but I don't know if it's going to get there. Because here's the fake. The SPY. The SPY is so detached right now from where their previous support was and 50-day. I'll show you right here. So they're above their 200-day moving average, way above their 50-day, but you're still on a downturn. If you remember the last time we had a death cross in the stock, okay, what they do is, and this is Wall Street, they pump it out of you. And it was right here. So you had this support come through, it broke out, phenomenal, right? But what it was this. It was this death turn of the stock right here. So it came under. You had a death cross. The market itself pumped past it. Made you think it was having a great run. It's about to go test. It's about to go get it back. And the truth is, it had nothing. It had no legs because it just fell right through. That's the last pump people took. The market took a dump. Went all the way down, fell to pieces, and you caught it somewhere at 348. Went back up, touched the 200-day moving average, came right back down, all the way down to 336, so even lower. Now, those are fake breakouts. So when I look at this market, I'm way up here, guys. It really has its death cross. It comes down, pumped up, fake pump, all the way to the top. People will take the heart out of you, and it should come all the way down, correcting even down further, without a doubt. And I'm a believer in this. And I don't care what headlines you want to put out. The market's going to pump and dump on you because the people that have been in it for the last 2 years, last year, at these elevated prices, way up here at 611, 620, they're right now getting a sweet spot, a great exit. Right now. While retail's buying in and losing, these guys are exiting. And they're going to go ahead and exit and push off of this all the way to the ground. It's just the way it's going to happen, guys. I've been watching for so long, and there's a rhyme and a reason to it. If the S&P is so far above, just so that we're clear, they're so far above their 50-day moving average and their 200-day moving average, that's the last pump you ever saw. Because the Russell is below. The real market, the real whole looking at it, 2,000 companies, you're seeing they can't even get to their 200-day moving average. Even with this pump, you're not seeing 215. It's not a real move. It's just Mag 7 pumping. You are literally just pumping Mag 7, and you know this because you go QQQ. Okay, you go to QQQ, the top 100 companies, and they're blowing it away. They're just pumping like crazy, but it's because all you have to do is pump a couple of companies and you can pump the whole market and make it look like we're having a recovery, we're having a breakout, but then you go find the liars, right? Like Microsoft's above. Microsoft's holding above, staying flat above this trend line that they had. And are they reaching 465? Are they coming down? They're coming across, but Microsoft had amazing earnings. And maybe they should be way up here. Maybe they should have a reach. But no, it's going to come back down. Look at Meta. Meta can't get back up here, 740. This is the last pump before the dump. It's a death cross. That's a death cross right there. It's happening right in front of you. Microsoft had a death cross. Can it get back up here? You got to sustain this level for a long time. So that's Meta. That's Google. Death cross. Can't even get off the floor. Right here, below their 50-day, never reaching their 200-day. Google's in trouble. Google's in big trouble. Alphabet. Amazon. Fake out, breakout. Look at this. Fake out, breakout. All the way up. 242 coming. I'd love to see that happen. They're in a death cross as well. Apple. Fake out. All the way up to their 50-day moving average. Touched it. Hit it. Boom. Can it get to 200? 200-day moving average. 225. The Mag 7 is getting pumped right now. Here's the darling. NVIDIA. Let's get rid of this. NVIDIA is still on this downward trend. Boom. Fake breakout above their 200-day moving average. You better hold 125 for the next month. Or guess what? You're falling down all the way down. I've seen it too many times. And Tesla, fake breakout, has to sustain this level for another 3 months or whatever it may be, and it's going to retract. But is it going all the way up to the 488 it had? No. So these are the giveaways on the market. If you guys ever want to know, I think this is not the final breakout for GameStop. I don't think GameStop breaks free just yet. I know we have it on the chart, but I think it goes sideways a little longer. I think we touch, we come through, and we'll probably have a breakout within the next month, from now until June 12th, right? Earnings, or the, not earnings, but the annual shareholders meeting mixed in with earnings. So that's what I see for GameStop. This is what I see for the chart. Only because I know how the market runs and how these are the last final pumps and breaks. But you got to remember that they're hoping you take profits right now. Hoping you take profits and hoping you don't see past these trends, because the truth is, like for me, I'll just give you the example. I could be up, you guys saw my chart, like $30,000, right? I put all this money in, it's worth 30 grand, I'm good, I could walk out, and that's a lot of money to me because I'm a normal guy. I don't know. There's some really rich people on the internet and in Twitter and Reddit and TikTok. I don't know. There's some rich people around here. And me, I'm not really rich. I'm just a normal guy. But trades, if you ever gave me $2 million, I wouldn't pump my arms full of steroids and lose it all. And like I would actually respect my money and my time. I don't know why people don't. But if I took my profits at 50 grand, 70 grand, 80 grand, whatever it may be, those are mine, right? Like I'm okay with it. Guys, GameStop's headed to the S&P 500. Why would I? I'm telling you what I'm doing. They keep making profits. They keep doing better business. They keep making announcements. You know, they're buying Bitcoin. They have 6.2 billion in cash, and they have great leadership. And nothing's wavered. You're gonna tell me that I should take profits and run and not be in it? Never gonna happen, guys. Never gonna happen. We're just built differently. He's built different. Good job. I don't know why I go, yeah, we're just built different. It just happened to be the words of the damn next song. I don't know. I read it and then I said it. Anyway, thank you. There's the song. I'm just listening to them all until I hear the one that I like. I already have my favorite song, and it's never going to change. Okay? It's called Ticker Talk. I got to get the poster made. I promised Anthony I would do it. I'm going to get the damn me as Justin Timberlake poster made and put it behind me on my wall somewhere. Maybe like right here. I'll have it made. I don't know. Tell my wife. She'll love doing that. Somebody says, "Oh, Marantz, in the morning you sound like a man." Hey, baby. You remember that time when you walked out on me? I never let go. I can't let go. It's GameStop. No, I don't know. I'm not boys to men. There we go. And I thought Marantz had all the cool GameStop hoodies. Who has a cool GameStop hoodie? Oh, damn. Damn, that's nice. There's a dog hoodie. Oh, shit. That's tight. I can't hate on it. Thank you for the dog hoodie. All right, guys. I'm reading chat. I'm talking to you guys. Yeah, I know we're going to talk about it. Oh, my goodness. My heart skipped a beat. That was weird. Yeah, the NBA is absolutely rigged. You can't stop with me on this NBA rig shit. I'm serious. It's always the other markets get the best player, and it's weird the way it works out. So Houston getting a good draft pick, San Antonio gets a great draft pick every year, like every time they need one, and I don't know. And Washington doesn't. Yeah, I guess. I tell you, man, the commissioner getting involved in trades. That's crazy, but it's always Apollo team winning. You guys don't know that? Private equity wins like all this stuff all the time. Robert Kraft was on the board of directors at Apollo Global Management, and for their companies, he was on the board of directors because they did a deal with Gillette, and Robert Kraft just happens to be the owner of the Patriots, and they're winning every Super Bowl. There's just money to be made everywhere. All professional sports are rigged and too much money involved. Yeah, Frank. I mean, have you seen these refs? All of a sudden, the games get close and tight, and you're like, what? How? No, I just know the truth. That's how I know. I didn't realize Apollo has its claws in everything. Everything, Johnny. Everything. They're people. Like, watch this. I give you one. You guys, who owns the New York Giants? Anybody. It's not the Mara family like you think it is. It's the Tisch family. They own the other half. So the Tisch brothers and cousins and family own the New York Giants. The Tisch family owns Lowell's movie theater complex. Lowell's and AMC merged and were bought out and overtaken by Apollo Global Management. In the same years that Apollo took over those movie theaters, they put Lawrence Tisch on the board of directors at Zales Jewelers. What? You know how to run a jewelry company? Or maybe you're going to be on the board of directors with a certain senior vice president by the name of Sue Gove all over at Zales Jewelers. As you take it over, you do your thing. But, they partnered up with Signet Jewelers. If you're not familiar with Signet Jewelers, you should be. The Signet Jewelers was a company for a long time that is now the parent company of all jewelry companies. They own Blue Nile. They own Zales. They own K Jewelers, Jared, James Allen. They own it all. But who's the CEO of Signet Jewelers, guys? J.K. Schmack. And J.K. Schmack was on the board of directors at GameStop. I know. Board of directors at Bath and Body Works. I know. It's terrible. It's terrible when they all connect. You're like, what? Don't worry. I could be wrong one day, One day. Nah. I try to be wrong, bro. I try to say, maybe I'm just not right. Maybe I'm wrong. No. No, sirree, Bob. Not possible. Just so that you're clear, all the divisions of Signet Jewelers is ridiculous. They put them all under one roof. It's almost like how they did Dick's Sporting Goods. Dick's, the one sporting good company that actually won? Yeah, because they took apart every company. They took apart every sporting goods company and let Dick's win. They did the same thing in retail. They do the same, and I'm talking about like grocery stores. They do the same thing in big box retail. Like, it all happened. It's all happened. There's one winner for all these losers. You just got to know where the money's at. And the money's always with Apollo on their side. All right. Good job. All right, it's 8 o'clock, guys. I want to wake up. I want to go get some breakfast. I want to do my thing. GameStop had their breakout all the way up to 28 and some change. Looks like we're in a Dorito right now. If you're not familiar with the Dorito on the 5-minute, it's right there. Support, top line, wherever it breaks off, where's the support really coming from? Way down here. You just never know where it's really at. But we'll find it somewhere down here. Boom. Boom. Yeah, you just, on the 30-minute. Maybe way down here, 27. So, might have a breakout coming out. Who knows? Keep going. Need more volume. Need more everything. I'm not like super crazy about it. Looks like they're doing 100 blocks, guys, top and bottom. Remember, back in the day, you do 100 share. We do one share at a time. And now it's 100 shares just because that's what we're doing. We're trading 100 blocks. I see some 2,000s here on the tape. 1,100, 2,000, 3,000 shares. Sure, buddy. You're trying to sell 3,000. 2,500 at 28.50. Somebody is actually buying that. Of course they are. But, this is, there's tons of shares. I like that buy order. 9,000 shares at 28.49. 5,000 shares at 28.46. These are big numbers, guys. That's right there, 9,000 shares. That's $270,000. I'm ready to go, dude. I'm ready to do this stuff. $250,000? That's big. People got to start respecting numbers. It's all good. Keep trading the SPY, punks. Keep pumping the dumps. I'll be over here. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. Appreciate you guys. Just want you guys to see something. Mexican Day tomorrow? You mean Spanish Wednesdays? Is that it? Absolutely. Josh Harris gets Jaden Daniels. If you watch football, everyone would have taken Jaden over Caleb. Maybe it's just me, but Caleb plays hero ball. Caleb's terrible, bro. Somebody tried to tell me who's on the Mount Rushmore of USC football. Let's just establish this right now. No list on USC football Mount Rushmore can even start without OJ. OJ, he was a killer, bro. The killer running back. The guy was amazing. The juice. He was a freight train, and the whole world tried to stop him. They couldn't. O.J. Simpson's greatest football player to ever play at USC. And then you can go ahead and talk about Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush. Somebody had the nerve to put Keyshawn Johnson. You're crazy, kid. Wasn't even the top 10 wide receiver ever over there. He's not even that. No. You got to go with some real bad boys like Marcus Allen, Ronnie Lott, Anthony Munoz, and the list goes on and on. But you're crazy. Anyway, I was just reading about that. He was a killer running back. Yeah, it was awesome. Guy was just cutting up. He would just cut, break up field. He would take on like two dudes at once. It could happen. Couldn't stop him, bro. CJ2K, gross. That dude didn't even play for a real power team. Where'd he come from? Like East Carolina? Where did Chris Johnson come from? I can't even remember. That's how trash he was. I remember still troll other GME channels. Oh, is that who that is? Oh, Jerome Bettis. Where'd he go to school? Notre Dame? Dallas gave up Luka and in return got Cooper Flag. Yeah. He said it was a fair trade. Kevin Cage, not a fair trade. It's just the NBA being the NBA. Shit is rigged. The odds of getting the number one pick if you're Dallas were like, I believe, they were the 11th seed. The last time the 11th pick got picked was when I believe New York got the pick or somebody like that. It was like it's never happened. It's tied for the biggest odds ever for them to get the pick, and then they get it. So it's just a storyline. It's just to get more views. It's just a rigged system. The most teams there are more teams owned by private equity in the NBA than any other sport. And just so happens that's the sport that's, rigging games and calling fouls. Jaden had a Super Bowl head coach and an offensive guru wait till this year. What do you mean? What do you mean? The coaches at Washington were at Dallas. Did I miss something? Why didn't Dallas go to the Super Bowl? Because they're oil money? Bro, get out of here. Let me say my theory. And then let them go play their games. Jaden Daniels is absolute trash. This is some bullshit. You guys think this man, I see, I'm waking up. Don't do it. Don't do it. Garbage ass Washington Commanders go to the NFC Championship and you think it's because he's good? That boy is not good. He's not good. Complete garbage. Ugh. That kid is gross. How big? I mean, this dude, what does he weigh? What does he weigh? Like a $180? Get him out of here, bro. He might just get hit hard next week and be gone. And I'm not talking about like by an NFL player. I'm talking about like the Girl Scouts. Just might walk up to his doorstep and push him over. This kid is gross. Ugh. You fans out there are just trash, bro. Don't talk to me, Jaden Daniels. Hating? On what? Bro, he's like a poor man's Randall Cunningham. Get him out of here. Yeah, you ain't lying, RP. You ain't lying. The boy's going to go 4-13. CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud was trash too. Bro, none of these guys are Tony Romo. Tony Romo was the greatest. And not only does he have the stats to back it up, he's dragging teams through the playoffs. This is how they do him, bro. He's RG3 the third. No, RG3 was actually way better. Way better on the couch. I like what somebody said in the Discord that Michael Jordan is coming out of retirement. Michael Jordan's a billionaire, allegedly. And he got a job with CNBC. Talk basketball. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear what this loser has to say. Michael Jordan is not as good as people think he is. Can I just say this? Like, I want people to know this because I'm just done with it. Michael Jordan, this is why I don't like the kids today trying to tell me that, like, Ja Morant or any player like LeBron James, LeBrick, LaFlop, these guys are Kobe Bryant. Like, you guys are crazy, bros. First off, Michael Jordan won defensive MVP, I don't even know how many times, and with fake stats. It was already proven. They went over there. They saw the game. They actually ran the games back, watched them again, and they were padding his stats on home games just so that they would hit the paper and it would look like he had amazing stats. He never had a 10-steal game. They gave him that credit. He only had 6 that game. There was times he was getting rebounds that they were giving him credit for that he never grabbed. Every loose ball was given to him. Every turnover was not given to him. It was like his stats are broken and padded. Michael Jordan, okay? Mind you, he couldn't win a game during the 80s. He couldn't win because you had Larry Bird and you had Magic kicking ass and taking names. They couldn't beat the Pistons. He could do nothing. It was not he's the Black Jesus, is whatever they're trying to call him. Oh, he was this, he was that. No, he wasn't shit until Horace Grant showed up. You needed a big body. You needed somebody to carry you to the championship. They got Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. Want to know how good Horace Grant was? He took the Orlando Magic, his first year with them, to the championship too. Yes, Horace Grant. Then you need a big forward, right? So you don't have Horace Grant anymore. Little dumbass Bulls. Who do you go get? Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman already took the Pistons, the Spurs. He took everybody to championships. He's a damn champion. Winning championships. No, but Jordan's so great. Yeah, he's a scorer. I'll give him that. Jordan's a poor man's Tracy McGrady, bro. That's what he is. You guys can call him everything you want. He wasn't playing again. John Starks, that's who he had to go ball up. John Starks. Let me give me Mark Price and Craig Elo. Let me wipe them off the floor with them. No. Garbage. I'm tired of this shit. If Kobe Bryant existed today, with the shit he was doing with 2v1, and he'd be a highlight film, he'd go viral every night. He'd go viral every night on Instagram and TikTok. Kobe doing crazy shit. Scoring 63 against Dallas' 62. Kobe scoring 81 would be way bigger than what it is today. Oh, man. You guys got to miss me with this shit. Guy was trash. Oh, by the way, Mark Sanchez was amazing. Mark Sanchez was great, bro. Oh, man. Tony Romo is a legend. Thank you. These guys hating. Horace Grant doesn't mention Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, what are you talking about? Shaq was a rookie. That's why Shaq got run. Bro, look at this thing, bro. TikTok mad at me for what I'm saying. TikTok, calm down, bro. All right, KKR, defend yourself. Shaquille O'Neal. You think it was Shaq? You think it was Shaq that was so great? Let me tell you something. They had to go get Penny Hardaway. They won the lottery. They not like, oh, we won the lottery. No, they actually won the lottery. First round pick, took Chris Webber, traded him, stupid, for Penny and 3 other first round picks. They had Nick Price, bro. Scott Skiles. They had dude. Like, are you kidding? Scott Skiles had 30 assists in a game. Nick Price hit every 3-pointer known to man. Oh, man. Was that his name? Was it Nick Price? Nick Young? What was it? I can't remember. Bro, I can't remember all these damn players. Bro, I was there. Oh, man. You guys. Is it. Who is the Orlando Magic in 94? You don't know about 94? There it is. Horace Grant. That's what it is. They signed Horace Grant. They went to the NBA Finals. Dennis Scott. That's who I was in. Nick Anderson. I don't know why I got them all confused. Nick Anderson and Dennis Scott. That's all you needed. Shit. Don't get me started. Dennis Scott coming off the bench hitting all these 3-pointers. They would have smoked everybody. They handled Reggie Miller. Then they got to Hakeem. And Hakeem was the greatest. I can't tell you anything about it. He was that good. Hakeem was a problem, bro. Darrell Armstrong, I remember him. Anthony Bowie. Woo. Tree Rawlings. Bro, remember Tree? How old was Tree, bro? That dude was old as shit. Brian Shaw. Yeah, I like all those guys. Hey, you guys got to stop with the blasphemy bullshit. Like, I'm telling you right now, Orlando Magic would have killed. They would have killed Chicago. This whole Chicago team that had no Jordan anymore, they would have killed them. Orlando Magic that year, I know they lost to Houston, which everyone would have lost to Houston, by the way. But they were 39-2 at home. They don't lose. Ugh. But I like Shaq. There you go. Tim Duncan, 3 decades. Tim Duncan's trash. Tim Duncan was garbage. Yeah, T-Mac in his 13 points, 33 seconds. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, 23-14 as a rookie. Okay, and? I'm definitely biased, but I was praying we didn't get Caleb. Bro. I'm a firm believer in this. Even Carson Palmer. Any USC quarterback should not be in the NFL. Here comes that breakout. Look at that, man. Just like, look at this. Touch the little average. Come up. There's your support. Now we break out. Oh, this is, man. Clockwork. Marantz. Oh, man. You know how to time it, brah. You know how to time it. Look at this. The breakout. Don't jump back down off the 50. Go past it. Man, Marantz, you're good at this shit. Don't care. Do you share access to your charts? Nah. Grim Thug, what the hell does that mean? What does that mean, share access to my charts? Man, Marantz, you're just so smart, bro. Marantz, you're just so smart. Share access. What's next? Hey, Marantz, can I jump into bed with you right now? I need a couple of pointers. Access to my charts. What the hell? Bro, I don't even have charts, bro. What are you talking about? Who are you? Who is this new guy? I would love that. Is it time to leave? Not yet. I got another hour. Something like that. Actually, you know what? He likes to go to school early, bros. He likes me to go get him breakfast. That's what he likes. Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Jason, you can get a cup of shut the hell up. That's what you can do, Grandma. You can take a nap. You're in my world now. Only chart is up and to the right. Correct. Look at that. Hits the 50, goes sideways. Like clock. This shit is elementary. Hey, you computer, you algorithm piece of shit. How are you guys doing, huh? How you doing over there? Marantz drew the lines. Marantz said, hey, what do you say? Man, killing it, Marantz. How'd you know? I don't know, bro. I just got really lucky. I just want to say that's what it's going to be. GameStop's having a fake out breakout right now, and it's going to go ahead and come back down underneath the triangle. People are going to be like, you should have took profits at 28.86. I told you should have took profits. I told you. Shut up. Go sideways. And then you're going to be like, yo, man, remember when Marantz was making these predictions on GameStop? He said they're going to break out next month. Going to break out, hit the top of this triangle, come back down, boom, 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 go sideways, and then have another breakout. Don't stop to ask. We're another find we're going to make it last. Gonna find a way, do what you want to say, and break out. It's 100%, not that the FBI. Please give all charts so we know your next move. Thanks. My next move is buy and hold. That's it. That's it. My next move is buy and hold. I'm going to play one song on my way out the door. If you guys don't know the song I'm playing, I don't know what to tell you. It's the only song I listen to now. I have it on repeat in the truck. Oh, you're going to play that because you need some some hype? Bro, I only play one song because I'm in the truck, bro. That's it. I'm going right now. I'm going to go get some breakfast for my nephew. All right, here we go. And he refuses to drink the coffee. They give it to him, and he's like, no, I'm good. That's hilarious. I love it, man.
Buried in the system, built to clip the wings. Trading time for titles just to buy their things. A desk full of silence, but a mind that screams.